Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Powerslide podcast for our Rally Central Europe preview. Sorry, my name is Dimitris, and today I'm joined by Zenor,
Hello.
Maksy,
Hello.
and Silver.
Hi.
Sorry that we missed Chile. Nobody bothered to even suggest doing a podcast. So Central Europe is where we've ended up in, I guess. Max is going to the Central European Rally because he is German after all, so it's his home rally of sorts because it's divided by 3. It's 1/3 of his home rally.
Yeah, it's more than 1/3. The most
Yeah.
stages are in Germany.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to mention. This year, the rally actually doesn't have 2 stages in Germany like it was last year. There's actually 4-ish, because there's also the Beyond Border stage, which we will talk about in a bit. But before we talk about the rally itself, we can talk about how the teams are heading into the event and talk a little bit about Chile as we mention each team. So what team do you guys want to start with? M-Sport or Toyota or Hyundai?
Let's go M-Sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go M-Sport.
All right then. So M-Sport, what can we say about M-Sport in Chile? Formo showed decent pace, but had a mechanical issue on Friday and lost time. Otherwise, he could have been close to the lead after Friday. And he ended up with an okay points finish, but he seemed not very happy with that his mechanical problem happened and it cost him a chance at the podium or so. Apart from that, what can we say about Munster?
Not
I
much.
think Munster had a decent rally in Chile.
Yeah.
I mean, he did cook on
Munster, yeah.
on Friday. He was quite decent.
Yeah, he was
He-
not up there, but close.
Yeah, I mean, to say he was 1.1 seconds away from a stage win is something I didn't think I'd be saying about Munster anytime soon. So
Yeah,
seeing him on a returning rally showed that he's not complete arse, but he's still got a lot to do.
we should mention that the Central European Rally is another rally that Munster has previous experience in the WRC, as he did that with the Puma last year. An event where he actually beat Lube, but Lube did go off as he would anyway, but he was ahead of him before he's off. So let's see, because Munster is strong surfers. He's from Luxembourg, sort of Belgian. He did the Belgian Rally Championship. He did the ARC and WRC too. His strong surface is tarmac. In Japan last year, he was really fast. Period, in the Rally to Fiesta. And he won Japan in 2022 with that late rain shower. And he's also won, I think he won Fafe Montelogo in 2020 in the ERC, which is also tarmac. So let's wait and see. Potentially a good result for Munster would be good. So yeah, why not?
Yeah, wouldn't mind seeing him do well
I mean, yeah,
for once.
he's like I like him as a guy, so it would be nice if he get some good results as well, because he seems like when he does well, it's the kind of guy I'd like to see doing well. So it would be nice to see.
All right. If we can go back to Adrian Formeau, because after all, he is the lead driver of the crippled M Sport squad. Last year, he won the Central European Rally and in quite dominant fashion. He wasn't nominated for WC 2 points, so he just won the category overall, which is an unofficial win. But he hasn't been able to show that kind of pace on tarmac in the WRC this year. We have seen him do well in rallies of attrition mostly, where other drivers have crashed and he's been able to pick up the scraps. He did win the power stage in Croatia. If you haven't watched that on board on Rally TV, please do. It's insane. But what can we expect from Formol in the Central European rallies? Basically, what I'm asking.
Well, his performance in the Rally 2 last year was completely insane. I was tweeting at the time, and I just constantly have to put out tweets like, we've just looked at the like main standings of WRC2, and then we see Formol go through 25-30 seconds faster than everyone else. That was completely insane to look at, but I'd hope he can replicate at least some of that. But yeah, again, unsure because of previous stuff we've seen from him with the Rally 1. But I'd hope to see that kind of pace, maybe something of a pace podium again.
It would be good to see him on the podium on pace, but it's also sort of a thing where we haven't seen the M Sport Ford, the M Sport Puma, be very good on tarmac since 2022 in Monte Carlo, really. Because
I mean,
Tanak
we've not
struggled
really
with
seen.
it.
We've
Sorry.
not really seen it on tarmac in general, because
But we-
the calendar being as it is.
Yeah, but we've seen in the limited tarmac rallies that we've seen, in all but one, the Puma has been lackluster. Because ever since the midpoint in 2022, I remember, I think it was Breen who was saying that the Puma has an issue where after a bit, the tires overheat and it's understeering constantly. Tanak on tarmac rallies in 2023 was not good at all. At all. He got a podium in Croatia, but that was because of attrition. He got a podium in Japan and CR. Did he get a podium in Japan? I don't remember, honestly. That rally is such a blur for me. Literally, everything happened on the second stage where Formol, Sordo, and Katsuta went off on the same corner. And then nothing happened. The rally was decided. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah. He still got podiums, but he was so far off the pace. It wasn't like the Tanak we know from gravel. But yeah, maybe that's also a factor why Formol hasn't been able to carry the pace he's shown in Rally 2 onto tarmac. But yeah, we'll see. Third driver, M-Sport also have a third driver. The retired Jordan Serdoridis has found time in his retirement to do another WRC rally, which is great for him. He's driving a non-hybrid Rally 1, which is the first time he's done that. And it's also his first tarmac event in a Rally 1 since Monte Carlo last year.
Like, how many rallies did he do since his quote-unquote official retirement from Rally 1?
3. He did Safari, he did the Cutlasses, now he's doing CR, which is very funny.
Amazing.
Someone said, I don't remember if it was Discord or Twitter, someone said, we're happy to see that Jordan Serdoridis now has time to do more rallies after retiring from the WRC.
I mean, also, immediately after he quote unquote retired, he went, "Yes, I shall do Monty in an R5."
I mean, that's fair enough.
I mean,
it's a polo that whatever. But Rally 1, really? Like, what's the point of even announcing your retirement?
Yeah, and now he's, like you said, it's his first rally with a hybrid, from what I've understood.
Non-hybrid.
Which is non-hybrid.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to make fun that.
Well, yeah,
he retired and then does his first rally with the hybrid.
No. From Rally 1, he retired for a whole 7 months.
It's quite odd because I don't know what he's trying to achieve, and I don't think there's even a point in discussing this Serdoridis any further. Go on, Jordan. You finished 4th in Rally Fthinoporino in Itea. Only Greek people will know what that is.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a bold assumption.
Yeah. Toyota.
Yes.
Toyota were back on pace massively in Chile. They scored a 1-2 finish. which could easily have been a 1-2-3 if Sebastian Ogier didn't wreck his suspension on Saturday and didn't get a puncture after hitting that bank, let's say a bank, on Friday. They've managed to halve the gap to Hyundai in the constructors. So they only have a 17-point deficit to the South Korean manufacturer, I think.
It's coming down to the wire. I think it was even less.
It was 32 in Acropolis. Now it's 17, from what I remember.
Okay.
And they've now got 4 cars again, as Katsuta is back after being benched for Rally Chile. Yeah, what do you make of his return?
He's going to be there.
Yeah.
He's there.
Yeah, he will certainly spend time at the wheel of a car.
Yeah, like
For
he's
an unspecified amount of time.
Yes.
like Taka is already not like the best driver, and now he has like one missed rally. He's probably a tiny bit rusty, so he'll do probably even worse, I'd imagine.
He's still the championship nominated driver. So, and Toyota desperately need those points.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
if I was Toyota, I would literally just go, okay, Taka.
Finish.
Yeah, just go to the finish. It doesn't matter what pace you have.
Mhm.
Just beat Monster so that we can get those measly 2 points of M spot, so it doesn't matter. And you've achieved a good result. Don't have any moments. You can push in Japan and I don't know, whatever you want to do in Japan.
You could
Yeah.
go off
Because-
on SS1 and then win all the stages after Super Rally.
Admittedly, it won't matter what he does in Japan because I doubt Toyota will not have Kale as well, so 4 cars. Payari will need to do Japan in the Prince Sport Yaris Rally 2 to have any chance at the championship because he hasn't done any overseas rounds. So, yeah, it's going to be those 4 Toyotas most likely. So, yeah, literally, do your job here and just go to the finish. And then in Japan, if you're a good boy, we're going to up the turbo just a little bit so that you can win. Yeah. Speaking of Payari, he's also doing this event. It's his first first tarmac event in a Rally 1. And yeah, I think he'll just want, as big of a cliche as it is, this year actually makes sense because he will actually want to gain experience in this new surface for him. Because
Hearing
he's also
those
historically
words.
he's historically not great on tarmac. So yeah, just gain some experience. That's all I have to say.
Hearing those words makes me shudder every time. But
Yeah, at least no one mentioned that Katsuta has a circuit racing
oh
experience.
my
so-
god! Please shut up.
Yeah, and that leaves us with Toyota's top. Yeah, sorry, Max.
Question: is Pyre going to have a hybrid or
Yes.
no?
Yeah, he'll
yes.
have hybrid.
Cool. Then I don't know.
Only M Sport doesn't give out hybrids to their privateers because they're broke. Someone would say, or because their privateers are broke because Sesks drained the Latvian GDP by 2% for that Chile outing.
No potatoes for you, Kristars.
Defense budget.
That's maybe why it's been rumored that Rally Latvia will not be in the ERC next season.
Because the promoter of the Rally Lepaya doesn't have any money anymore.
Yeah, but the rumor is that they won't be in the ERC next season. So after being in the WRC, quite weird, but whatever.
No.
So yeah, the top 2 drivers that Toyota have in CER are Sebastian Ogier and Delphine Evans. They both still have an outside shot in the championship. Ogier is still ahead of Evans. Basically, if Ogier outscores Neuville by 10 points and if Delphine Evans outscores Neuville by 16 points, they both still have a shot at the title in Japan. But that seems unlikely, at least for Evans anyway. For Ogier, if Neuville has any sort of issue, then yeah, I guess he'll have an outside shot, but it's not really feasible, let's say. Which one do you want to talk first about, Ogier or Evans?
Roger.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
He's good on tarmac.
Well,
He is.
Yes, we have established that in the past 15 or so years.
And in the Powerslide Stat Center. Check it out on powerslidblog.com.
What
Thank
a
you, Zenor.
plug.
This is why
Oh,
this is
amazing.
why he gets paid. He doesn't. None of us do.
He gets paid in Hesburger meals at Rally Estonia.
Didn't even get that.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, well,
yeah. You still owe me some Hesburger stuff.
yes, and the count keeps going up.
Anyway.
I also owe you souvlaki, don't I?
Yep.
Oh.
Anyway, who remember? Let's take a flashback. CER last year.
Yes.
Stage 3, which is actually stage 1 because to SSS. Ozzy get puncture. Then rest of the loop he is shit because he says lost motivation.
Mhm.
Who remembers?
I remember. It was very
World
funny.
Championship caliber.
Very funny.
Yeah,
This is how you win 8 championships.
by whining.
He
So-
he literally did a me.
Yes.
I get punked or I get frustrated.
Yeah, so we can't really judge Ozzy on last year's performance. Afterwards, he didn't really cruise, but he was there complaining about his road position because he was in a lower road position on the other day because whatever.
Yeah, and Saturday I think had the issues of a lot of mud.
A lot of
Oh
mud,
my-
especially on the Knaus Starboard stage.
Yeah.
The second pass was literally all gravel. So, yeah. Can Ozzy win? Definitely. Like 100% he can win, but that remains to be seen because he's going to be third on the road. It doesn't make a huge difference, but if there's a lot of humidity, like if, for example, I was looking at the weather, and in some parts of Germany and Austria, they actually have frost warning at the moment because it's 4 and 3 degrees at night. So if the ground has retained a lot of humidity, it doesn't matter if it rains or not. If Neuville, who's first on the road, cuts a corner and pulls out a lot of dirt, providing that the Czechs have stolen the anti-cuts, that is, then
Probably.
Yeah. then there's going to be a lot of the roads are going to be a lot dirtier. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Now, as for Evans, somehow this year tarmac has been his best surface.
Well, it's just a matter of when he feels like not being crap.
In Croatia, he was
He's always
neck
been
and neck with.
he's always been good at Croatia.
Yeah.
Not last year. Last year he was fourth on pace. He only won it really because the others got punctures and Neuville did the funny.
Exceptions
But-
confirm the rule.
Yeah. So, and in 2022 he just got punctures and cried. So it's only 2 rallies in Croatia he's been good at. And last year in Central Europe he did a U. He crashed into a shed,
He did. He did.
which gave the championship to Calero Vampera.
Yes. Yes, it did.
So this year he's been good on tarmac. I think this depends also on many different things, like where they did the pre-event test, or what setup they have, etc., etc. But Evans did good in Chile, so it's a return to good form, you could say. So podium, I guess, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If Ogier doesn't do anything stupid, or if Ogier does some, forget what I said. Doesn't make any. Whatever I tried to say didn't make any sense.
Nothing makes sense in the Powerslide podcast.
Yeah, it usually doesn't.
Yeah, so that leaves us with the 3 Hyundai drivers.
Mhm.
Hyundai are in a unique position because
They're
they're
leading.
leading both championships with 2
This is
rounds to
unheard
go.
of.
They're not
This
used
is
to
unheard
being
of.
good
They're used to leading 1,
at
which
most.
is at most. It would be interesting to see what kind of strategy they employ for CER. We'll just have to wait and see. Neuville can clinch the title in CR.
And it's
He
not,
just needs
it's
to.
not even that unlikely.
It's not unlikely because he just needs to outscore teammate Oitanak by 2 points.
Yeah.
And he can allow himself to lose 16 to Evans and then to Ogier, as we mentioned previously. So
He just has to finish on the podium, basically.
yeah, and get
ahead
a
of
decent
Tanak, really.
Sunday. Yeah, ahead
but
of
like
Tanak.
if Neuville is going to get a podium on a tarmac rally, I highly doubt that Tanak is going to be
Yeah,
in front of him.
yeah, I agree because
Yeah.
I don't see Neuville being beaten by someone like Formaux
No.
on pace.
Yeah.
I don't see Neuville getting beaten by Mikkelsen, no chance. I don't see Neuville getting beaten by Katsuta for no reason.
I think
he
the
has
only
drag
guy who
racing
can
experience.
realistically beat him on pace on tarmac is Ogier.
Ogier and maybe Evans if Newell goes a bit too conservative to try and say, okay, I just want to finish like third or fourth and have a 27 points lead in Japan, which is again risky because you never know what happens.
You don't.
But yeah, he also won in Central Europe last year. Admittedly, after college, just went slowed down a little because he was in a position to win the championship, but that doesn't really take it away from him anyway. And he also competed this weekend on the Herbst Rally in Austria as preparation for CR. I looked at some videos actually from that rally on Instagram. It didn't look like it looked like nothing like Central European Rally. A lot more gravel sections. It didn't look like dirty tarmac that can sometimes look like gravel. It looked like solid gravel base.
Oh.
It looked like one of those narrow roads you can see in like Poland. Or Harazdovice Komusin for my RBR connoisseurs. So yeah,
Quite interesting.
He's smart. He's smart. He's already preparing for a lot of dirt.
Yes. Yeah, but again, it's different to have a hard base and then dirt on top of it than a rather loose base. Yeah. It's gravel again. It's like how Sweden is different than Monte Carlo in terms of snow, but we don't get snow anyway in Monte Carlo nowadays. So yeah, can Neuville win the championship in Central Europe? I think he can, and I hope he does because I really don't want to have to stay up for all the stages in Japan. And because Japan is also in a month, so there's another big wait for that rally.
Yeah.
Now, his main championship four is Oitanak, his teammate. He did cut Neuville's lead by finishing third in Chile and also having a good performance on Sunday.
Yeah, but not by a lot. Not by a lot.
Yeah. He hasn't been as fast on tarmac since the hybrids, I'd say. He was good in Ypres in 2022. He did win that. But Kalle went off. Neuville went off. And Tanak would... not Tanak. Evans would have won hadn't he gotten that 10-second penalty. So, yeah. I was actually looking at the numbers. Would you care to guess what was the last rally Tanak was the fastest driver on pace on tarmac?
I know this one, so I'll sit this one out.
Hold on, let me think. Germany 2019?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And that was close with Neuville as well before he got the puncture.
Yeah.
Please bring back Old Rally Germany. It's so much better.
It is.
Yeah.
I can attest to that.
It is literally one of the best rallies to have. And now we have basically a Croatia ripoff.
And a bad Croatia ripoff as well.
Yeah.
Because nothing can top that Croatia power stage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll get to the information about the rally shortly. I have some stuff that I've written down. But yeah. Tanak, I don't know. I don't have much to say for Tanak really. I don't think he can beat I don't think he can beat Neuville on pace on tarmac. Maybe if someone gets a puncture or something, but yeah. the fact that the last two rallies are on tarmac make Tanak a bit less of a threat for me anyway. If you compare him to Neuville, if you compare him to the other championship contenders, I think Ogier, if something goes wrong for Neuville in CR and he has like a full DNF, he would be in a prime position that he could do an upset in Japan. Whereas I don't think Tanak would be able to do that. I don't think he can win a tarmac rally on complete pace.
Yeah, it depends a lot on circumstance from this point on. I guess it depends how much Neuville is willing to risk in a way, how much he actually pushes, or if he goes just I will be fourth and take solid points, or if he wants to for sure take it now, and if Tanak has a decent rally as well, tries to beat him for sure to clinch it now.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I really don't know how it will play out, I guess. So yeah. And the other rally one Hyundai has employed is Mikkelsen, who's back in the I-20 since Poland, which is
Yes.
3 months, 4 months.
Yeah,
Too long.
he takes
Yeah.
pretty long breaks.
That's
Too
why
long for him to do a rally where he's probably not going to be good at.
he did Rally Valli della Carnia in Italy in an I-20 Rally 2 as preparation for the event. Not really the most representative rally, but it was probably the one where, okay, there's a tarmac rally this week. Where? There's
Italia.
one. And just send him there. We have a customer team that has one I-20.
Yeah.
It's from 2021.
Oh,
It
God.
doesn't have any power steering. Here you go.
It's not even a representative car.
Yeah, it's a rally too.
Do you know what that is? It's in like the old Carleton WRC games in Korea, you'd have to do extreme conditions. They just sent him out in that.
Yeah, you're right, actually, because I looked some clips from the rally. It looked nothing like CER. It looked like Roma Capitale,
yeah.
or yeah,
Well, obviously,
way
it's
smoother.
Italian.
Way smoother, more like hairpins and stuff. Where CR is just junctions, not hairpins, and not surface changes. What's the word? Incline and decline, height differences.
Yeah.
So yeah, will Mikkelsen be last of the rally once? No. Will he be close to last? Most likely.
Sir Dorides exists, so.
He doesn't really count.
Yeah.
And Mikkelsen won the WC2 title last year in CR, but he did crash out. He didn't crash out. He went off, got stuck a bit, then drove a very damaged car for the rest of Friday. But yeah, possibly I don't know. There's Japan. He could also do Japan, but yeah, these two rallies seem like the last two rallies he'll do in a Rally 1
Yeah, it's
for the foreseeable future.
I mean, I feel like also it's partly because of how Hyundai put him into this mostly tarmac role for this season, and it just doesn't show him in any sort of good light at all.
Yeah, because he was good on.
He was
Fast
good in
gravel.
Poland.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he was really good in Poland.
Yeah.
He was way better than Lappi.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Yeah.
Lappi this season has looked like a shell of his former self,
he has.
especially in Latvia where he got good road position. He was nowhere, like nowhere. And in Chile, I know he was told, "Okay, bring the car home,"
Yeah.
but still, he did. He broke the bumper. He didn't. Basically, yeah, he didn't. That he was very slow. So
Well, he lost the bumper twice, didn't he?
yeah,
On the same.
and
On the same stage.
spun and broke the radiator on the final day. So
Lappi seems a bit out of himself, and Mikkelsen was good in Poland, crap on tarmac. I don't get why they ever put him as the main tarmac driver. Anyway.
Soto has looked like the most consistent driver.
He has.
And yeah, I think out of the third Hyundai drivers, Soto has had the best performance. Well, okay, that's a lie. Lappi did win Sweden after all,
He
but
did.
so does performance in.
But also everyone of note kind of went off.
It wasn't that. It was unique conditions with the
Well, yeah, but
shit ton of snow falling,
that
which led
is-
to Linnamäe getting a stage win.
oh, yeah. But also Tanak and
That was-
Rovanperä both went out as well. So.
Yeah, and Katsuta.
Well, no. We refuse.
He was second. He
Ah,
was catching him.
You know, if Katsuta is in such a position, the chance that he offs himself is 95%, so you don't really count
Yeah.
that stuff. Anyway, if I can sort of speculate for a second of how I would do things at Hyundai if I was Cyril Abiteboul, is I would send Lappi away. Then I guess if Sordo wants to do 1 or 2 rallies, do it if you want. If you don't, go drink some cocktails in Ibiza or something. And then put Formo on tarmac duty and Mikkelsen on or tarmac plus rough gravel and Mikkelsen on fast gravel.
Why wouldn't you just give Formo the full seat? I think he deserves it.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
there's no way Formo would go for a part-time program. Like,
yeah,
zero
but do
chance.
you think he's getting a full seat at Hyundai?
Yes,
Well-
100%. Yes.
Yeah, so you think they'll have just 3 full-time drivers?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
because that's what they've said.
Yeah, that's
If they can't get Formo, they will try and go another way and have like 2 part-time drivers. Most likely, because I don't see Mikkelsen getting a full-time seat. Sodo is not interested in a full-time seat, and Lappi is not interested in a full-time seat either. So yeah, it's Formo who is going to get that full-time seat if he wants to, because the ball is in his court. He either chooses M Sport or he chooses Hyundai. That's it. And according to rumors, he's already chosen Hyundai because he said, "I know what team I will be driving for next year."
It feels so un-Hyundai that they won't have a part-time car.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, it just feels so strange.
A new era has begun.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
1 year before they teach the car to PH Sport, according to rumors.
Yeah.
So now, WSC2, the title there is very complicated. I have not understood it myself, so I'm not going to bother you with who wins in what tiebreaker.
I don't think all
I just know-
drivers understand.
Yeah, there's still an ongoing disagreement between the FIA and the Chile results. Not the FIA, the Chile results and TalkSport, basically, because they disagree with the 40 seconds Rossello got back when he was in Solberg's dust in Chile. I did look at the onboard, and he did look like he lost most of that time in the fog and not behind Solberg, so we'll have to wait and see. That will be said, I don't know when. So there's not really much to talk about WSC2 in the Central European Rally. I just want to say, if everything goes smoothly, it's going to be a Citroen 1-2 with either Rossell in first or Greisen in first and the other guy in second. That's my prediction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The crowd
Okay.
goes dead.
It seems reasonable, yes.
Yeah. Plausible.
Possibly.
So,
It's acceptable.
yeah, we have some special entries in Rally 3. The winners of the bootcamp, the FIA and the promoter held to promote female talent, are going to be doing a rally here in Central Europe. And also, Rally 3 trophy winner Philip Kohn is doing this rally.
Whoa.
Yeah. He also won
Ooh,
WC3 last year, I think.
Possibly.
I-
No one cares about WRC3.
No one cares about WSC3,
I
and
don't think
frankly,
even the drivers do.
yeah, the drivers do because they can gain sponsors by saying, "I am a world champion, WSC3 baby." So yeah, that's all really in terms of entry list. So some general.
WRC3,
We
the
have-
class
well,
is so useless after the WRC junior season is through. Because I think the WRC Junior season is the way more relevant championship.
Yeah, especially this year because we had a lot of competitors in Junior WRC, which was very good to see. And the Rally Star program was a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, it was very good.
It was a great
resounding success. A resounding success.
Without the Rally Star entries, this would have been quite a sad championship.
Yeah.
Meyer would have won it with missing Sweden.
Hold on. I'll have a look.
Two out of the 3 drivers in the top 3 were Rally Star drivers. It was Jurgensen in first and Taylor Gill in third. Maksy did not do well. Fourth. Oh. Yeah. It doesn't matter. He's third in my... Ali Turkan, whatever. I don't recognize Turkey.
Turkan didn't do Sweden either, so...
Yeah. It was a resounding success, and I'm looking forward to see how it will go next year. Reportedly, they will be sponsoring Jurgensen as well, so yeah.
Sadly, Jurgensen will be stuck in a Fiesta.
He did do Saaremaa rally in a Yaris Rally 2.
Yes, he came
10th. Yeah, he was leading, I think, at some point, but he had to stop and change a wheel. You're not well versed in your local rallies.
I am not actually. Hold on, I'll check.
You don't have to check. I know
he was leading after day 1.
I know.
He was leading for a while. Yeah. I did not follow this rally. I was working.
Anyway, now in terms of weather, I looked at the weather. As I said before, it looks chilly in Germany. No, don't make a joke.
I was trying to think of one, but couldn't.
It's going to be low 10s to high 0s. So it's and on the rally weekend, it's like a cool 16 degrees.
Yeah.
There's
some
a 60
far weather thingies say that it may rain on Sunday.
Yeah, I saw that. And Saturday is the day with the highest percentage, with the highest chance of rain at 60% to 55%. But that percentile is going to get lower and lower as the days go, I think.
Yeah, or higher. Huh.
No, I doubt that, really.
We'll see.
We'll see. Do I think it will rain? No. That's my prediction.
A meteorologist?
Yes.
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 No.
Yes. Anyway, to talk about the rally itself, it's 4 days, 302 competitive kilometers across 3 countries. I say competitive kilometers because the liaison is 1,200, I think.
Oh Lord!
Something stupid like that, yeah.
Yeah, the service park is not in Passau; it's in Cap. I don't remember what it's called.
Kapan.
That's an expletive.
Kapan.
Yeah, Kapan. The shakedown is not in Germany. It's actually in the Czech Republic. It's a completely unrepresentative shakedown. It looks like Catalonia if you watch a video from it. The ceremonial start is in Prague, some kilometers away from the rally base.
It's so fucking stupid.
SSS1 is also in Prague. It's the same one as last year, and it's actually the only stage that's remained the same. I saw that on Anti's rally preview. Thank you, Anti. And then they have a second stage on Thursday, which is the Klatovy stage, which is different from last year. It's not a circuit of Klatovy stage. It's actually, it uses parts of it, but it's an actual stage. And it's actually driven 3 times because it's also driven twice on Friday. The stages there are using parts of the previous year stages, but with some differences, and many junctions, many fans standing in wrong positions,
many high cuts being stolen.
Yeah, many
beer bottles
stage
being
pauses
thrown
because
at the
they're
stage.
Yeah. The stages are mostly the same, but we could see different directions, etc., 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 etc. On Saturday, the stages are both in Austria and Germany, and the highlight of the rally, I guess, is the Beyond Border stage that passes through both Austria.
I could make
and
a horrible
Germany.
joke, but I will refrain.
Good. it uses parts of my favorite stage from last year's rally, Mortal. Thankfully, there's no metal ramp jump this year.
Oh, yeah.
Disgrace.
Mm.
There's less stages on the forest. There are more open. Which I don't really like. I prefer the forest sections. And I think there's 2 brand new stages, if I remember correctly, with 0 that have never been used again before in rallying whatsoever. And Sunday's just to repeat the stage in Germany with the rally ending in the Passauerland Wolf Power stage. I have been sponsored by Wolf for this podcast.
Yes.
Rough.
I love how the stage Passauer Land is not even the closest stage to Passau.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's one of the furthest one in the German-Austrian loop. Oh my god.
I have. I think it was the Knaus Talbot stage. No, it wasn't. Let me find what stage I remembered because I have something called. Oh yeah, it was the Schwadige Invertel. Nope, that was last year as well. Oh, it was Granit und Wald that I wanted to talk about. I think that stage passes near like a sawmill factory, and there's a jump there, so that might be cool to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Zenor remembers it because it was talked in anti server.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah.
I would not know that otherwise.
Me and Zenor also looked at some of the parts of the stages in a VC when the rally maps were released on Street View. It doesn't seem that fantastic.
Yeah.
The parts that are on... Well, you can talk, Zenor. I need to water.
Well, they seem a bit wide, for one. And there's just most of it's on like fields and stuff, which doesn't create for very exciting scenery. The roads are they're really quite fast. There are some like village bits, but like the just goes into a village junction immediately out. Like it's not like too exciting, let's say.
There's no flow is basically what my Estonian colleague is trying to say. There's not much flow. It's just like for people that have used AutoCAD in their life, it's like someone designed a rally stage, but they had the thing stuck on ortho, so it's just dun 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 dun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maksy, have you decided what stage you'll be spectating?
Basically every stage on Saturday. I'll see one or one pass of it. Then maybe
Okay.
stage 5 on Friday, and of course the power stage, both runs through that stage.
Faz, make sure to send us pictures of the foliage.
I will.
Foliage.
Yeah.
Fuck them cars.
Yeah. We are.
Dimmy's of course, Dimitris is more interested in the trees.
Notice how everyone is silent. I didn't hear if anyone else laughed. I just scared myself not laughing.
I got a small chuckle out of the other two.
They were being polite.
Maybe.
See, I got a bigger one here. I've outdone you. Now we can do our predictions.
Oh lord.
Woo!
Zenor, you do the honors again.
Yes, hold on. Where is my app? Yes.
Because you have to write them down.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Right. So.
Yes.
Shut up. Since it is CER, and most of it is in Germany, Maksy, you go first.
Wait, the predictions.
Yes.
Top 5
yeah.
for WSC and top 3 for Rally 2.
Yes. So top 5 WRC. First, I have Neuville.
Mm-hmm.
Second, I have Ogier. Third, I went with 4 more. Gambling. 4th, Tanak, and 5th, Evans.
Hold on. 4 more. Then Tanak.
Tanak, yeah. And then Evans.
I am viciously trying to fight my autocorrect here. Evans. There we go.
Okay.
Right.
And then Rally 2 would be 1st, Rossell. 2nd, Greisen.
Mm-hmm.
And 3rd, also a gamble, I'm going with Marian Griebel.
Ooh,
That is a
Wild.
gamble.
that is
Local
quite the gamble.
Remember when Siaman was so good in CR and then he drove a Hyundai? I like Siaman.
Yeah, he's not doing the
Yeah.
rally. So.
He's not doing anything. He's run out of money.
Right.
He got
Next up,
soft lock out of his career.
Yeah.
I am a narcissist, so I will go with myself next.
W or L, I guess.
I have also gone with Neuville to win. Then I've put Evans in second, Ogier in third, Tanak down in fourth, and Famo in fifth. And then for Rally 2, I have Rossell, Grazen, and then Greensmith.
Mm.
Probably quite vanilla there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go for some more emotion now. Dimmy.
Hello. I've gone with Evans to
Cheers.
win. Neuville in second. Tanak third. Furmo fourth and Katsuta fifth.
Yep.
And in Rally 2, I've gone with Rossell to win, Kreis in second, and Solberg in third. That's even more vanilla than you.
Yeah, that's... Is Solberg entered for points?
I said Rally 2 in the beginning, not WSC 2, because that's the same as in EWSC, so that no
Yeah,
one
I
would
know.
have to
Yeah,
change
true,
their
true,
pick'ems.
true,
No, I
true.
don't think he's entered for points. Let me check.
We are checking.
I think he's done all of his...
Yeah,
He is
yeah.
not. He is
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
So, Gus is also only entered for WSC.
Yeah.
Whatever. Right. Silva, your turn.
See, I'm the only. See, I will get shtick for being a Neuville hater again, but first Ogier, second Formor,
Ooh.
And we're off the rails already. Go on.
third Tanak,
We're definitely
We're off the air in Belgium.
We're
fourth
definitely off the rails.
Elfin Evans. I think
Go
we're off the air in the Netherlands now, and we're off the air in Luxembourg. Fifth, Munster. We're back on the.
Go on.
we're back
Zenor.
on the air in Luxembourg.
Zenor,
This
we
is
are
the end of the Powerslide podcast.
Zen-
We thank you all for listening. This is the last one. There will not be any more.
Zenor, we are making a graphic. We are making a graphic for this rally.
Just so
me
people
saying-
can laugh at Silva.
Yeah. Me saying Oliver Solberg is going to win the rally, all right, fully, is
What?
is a less insane take than what Silva has just said.
Yeah.
This is a
I put
completely
Evans to win.
sane take.
I put Evans to win, and that's gone completely under the radar, and it will not be remembered by anyone who listened to this podcast. They'll remember Fourmont in second, Munster in fifth.
Yes.
No Neuville.
No Neuville.
Oh my god.
Go on, in Rally 2, do you have Philip Mares in first?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Armin Kremer.
Johan Rossell. I've gone very vanilla with these. Johan Rossell.
I bet you he has Kite on the podium.
No, I thought about it. Nikolai Graz in second. And Oliver Solberg third.
I don't believe you had something
Yeah.
outrageous.
No, I did not.
You had Marish, Makerlian, and Vossen, because he's
No.
Dutch.
No,
Vossen is 80 years old, by the
he
way.
is. Yes, I'm very aware. I researched him to find out if he's in any way affiliated with the rim brand Vossen.
What?
The wheels. I researched that about 2 or 3 years ago when I was doing my very ADHD points tables.
When he was 77.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes, when I was making a points table for every category every round. Yes, even the RGT Cup.
There is an RGT in CR, there's an Alpine.
Yes, no Porsche, so I'm not interested.
Oh my god, I thought you were kidding when you said he's 80.
No, I'm not.
he is 80.
He's 79.
Like,
Oh,
yeah,
79.
yeah.
So
he
yeah.
was kidding.
Thank you, Hank. If you want to be a guest on the pod. Hank. I said Hank,
You
not
said
Hank.
You said
Hank.
Hank. You said Hank.
Whatever, Vossen fellas. Thank you for tuning to the Thank you for tuning to the Powerslide podcast for our Central European Rally preview. We'll see you on the next one. I don't know when that will be, but if it's not Japan, it's going to be the season wrap up. So, yeah. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you at some point. Take care. Goodbye.
Goodbye.